Rangers win, baby. 5-2 over the New Jersey Devils in round one, game 6 of the Stanley Cup play. And hallelujah, the Rangers remembered how to play hockey for the most part. I apologize, by the way, for a couple things. One, I apologize that I'm getting this up super late. I got home super late, as you could tell here, from the Garden, which thankfully I was at. I was tempted to sell those tickets, but I ended up going, and uh, thankfully no one bought those tickets because I lucked out and got to be at a very good game that could maybe change the series potentially as we head into a game 7. And I also apologize for the fact that this is probably going to be a shorter live stream because I'm really tired. I want to get to bed. And honestly, even then, not much really to talk about with this game. This was a very fast-paced game compared to the most, which was very nice. But we're going to talk about goods, bads, because there were some bad things about this game, that's for sure. This wasn't a 100% effort. It sucks that we're here. It sucks that they blew the 2-0 lead, but we are here with a chance now for the Rangers to right their ship here, correct their mistake, and win a game 7 on Monday night at the Prudential Center. We're going to talk all about it. Before we do, leave a like on the video/live stream. If you do enjoy, subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video or go live on the channel next. But Rangers didn't start off necessarily the best, but they would end up getting a power play pretty early when they finally did get some offensive zone pressure, as Nathan Bastian takes a interference penalty. That power play goes nowhere. Sending a note on that power play, though, they ended up putting Vladimir Tarasenko on power play 1 tonight, which I loved the change. I loved it because it wasn't working with Kane there. It wasn't working. Also, 5v5 lines were very different. We saw various different combinations throughout the night. For the most part, the fourth line stuck together that well, not for the most part. The fourth line just did stick together, but there were different combinations here and there. But the majority of the game, you saw Kreider, Zibanejad, Tarasenko. You saw Lafreniere, Hedel, Kane, I want to say, and then it was Panarin. No, it wasn't Panarin. It was I'm forgetting the lines. It was it was some weird combinations. You had Trocheck out there with I think he was actually out there with Lafreniere and Kane. I don't know. It was some weird combination there. I want to actually get the exact line combos because it's pissing me off now that I'm forgetting. But as I buy time there, yeah, the line combinations definitely did wonders for once. Not that they necessarily played excellent 5v5. There was definitely questions. There it is. Panarin, Lukaku, Lafreniere, Trocheck, Kane. Okay. That wasn't necessarily crazy. But yeah, very good. Well, not very good, but for the most part, solid from the 5v5 lines. Anyway, though, with the power play, it goes nowhere. And New Jersey ends up on the board first as Kevin Ball throws a shot on net, and Curtis Lazar picks up the rebound opportunity. Weird bounce. A lot of bounces went the Devils' way tonight when it comes to just bounces in the middle of the ice, when it came to bounces in each other's zones. Granted, the Rangers scored more, so I can't complain, but still there were a couple weird bounces. But thankfully, at the end of the period, Dawson Mercer takes a tripping penalty, and the Rangers would score on the power play. Hallelujah, they score on the power play. And who is it? None other than Christopher James Kreider to end up tying the record for most goals in an elimination game by an NHL player, tying Mark Messier. And Zibanejad, he just threw that one on goal. Kreider tipped it in. Fox with an assist as well. We got a 1-1 game. Devils also took another penalty at the end as Andre Palat went out for a tripping, so a power play carried over into the second period. Unfortunately, that went nowhere, but the Rangers would get on the board first in that period as Mika Zibanejad, 10 minutes in, scores from Kreider and Tarasenko. Hallelujah, he's on the board as he was left wide open in the slot to just snipe one over Akira Schmid's glove. Shakira, hips don't lie. But yeah, that ended up making it a 2-1 game. Trocheck ended up taking a penalty a bit after the goal. Unfortunately, thought was really gonna give New Jersey momentum, and I thought for sure they were going to score on that. Thankfully, they don't. They kill it off, and the Rangers end up scoring towards the end of the period. I begged for one more. I begged for one more that period, and they ended up getting one more as Vladimir Tarasenko snipes one. Also, glove side on Akira Schmid from Kreider and Adam Fox. Yeah, you saw them starting to expose Akira Schmid. First shot, periods 11-8 in favor of the Devils. Second period, 13-8 in favor of the Rangers. You started to see a turn, but the third period, I thought the Devils played with a little bit more desperation as shots were 17-8 in favor of the Devils. And even then, the Rangers didn't even do the work. So it was mostly penalties that killed them that period. Mika Zibanejad takes an early tripping penalty. Uh, you had Barclay Goodrow then score after that, 7 minutes into the period, as he gets a nice little tapping goal from Jimmy Vesey to make it one game, and then the Rangers would make it 5-1 for the Devils as Brain Schneider with a beautiful goal from Mikkola and Edel, and they chase Schmid out of the net, or Schmid out of the net for Vitek Vanacek. And then Trouba gets a weird roughing penalty. Ball and Trocheck also get 10-minute misconducts in that scrum, but yeah, a weird play where Trouba just pushes down Hischier and they're pushing each other. And I don't know, I thought it was a bit of a egregious call, but it is what it is. And on that power play, Chris Paul hits a huge three to cut the lead down to 42 as Dawson Mercer scores from Hischier and Hughes. So that made it a 5-2 game. And that's pretty much all she wrote. The Rangers, I mean, Igor tried for the empty net goal, ended up getting blocked by Meyer, but regardless, Rangers win the game. Shots in the game, 36-29 in favor of the Devils. Face-off percentage, 53-47 in favor of the Devils. Hits, 20-14 in favor of the Rangers. Block shots, 21-11 in favor of the Rangers. Giveaways, 23 for the Rangers, 12 for the Devils. Yeah, when it comes to the bad of this game, there was definitely, one, a slow start. Two, their stretch passes that they tried to force too much, and the lack of being able to get to the neutral zone, the amount of turnovers in the neutral zone, very, very ugly to watch. So that's something that the Rangers need to clean up for going into Game 7. They can't be making these mistakes in the neutral zone. I understand that the Devils are trapping, but they have to find a way to break it, and they have to find a way to stop making these brutal turnovers in the neutral zone. They got to find a way, and they just didn't necessarily do it too much. And other bad, I don't know if I have too much. I mean, I think they let the Devils get a little bit too much offensive zone time at points in the game. But I will say, even when they did, which leads to the positives, they were blocking shots again. They were getting sticks in the passing lane, and it looked more like the team we saw in game 1 and 2 when it comes to the defensive side of things, with them doing those little things right, which that is an improvement. That is something that they need to do carrying into game 7. And then when it comes to the offense, they generated a lot more chances than we've seen lately. Patrick Kane easily could have had 2 goals in this game. He had a wide open net in the second period. Third period as well, he had a wide open net, but fanned on a shot. He could have had 2 goals on the game. They looked a lot better, and they were testing Akira Schmid more. And sure enough, when they tested him more, worked out. They were getting to the rebounds. They were getting to the net. They were getting to the middle of the ice. And wow, can you believe it worked? Because I'm not surprised. But yeah, very good effort for the most part from the Rangers. Would like them to start better, that's for sure. But definitely a step in the right direction. Igor balled out. Most of the defense balled out, especially Adam Fox. I thought Fox had a very good game. Forward wise, Kreider really stood out. Kane didn't get on the score sheet, but he did look pretty good for the most part. I mean, I don't really have a lot of negatives to say. I don't really have much else to add with this game other than, one, I need to start doing these recaps outside the garden. Two, feels good to have this graphic filled with players with points again. And three, they go to the Prudential Center for Game 7. Who's going to be in goal for New Jersey? Are the Rangers going to be able shut the door here. I am nervous for sure. I am not feeling 1,000% confident for sure despite this win, but I will say I'm obviously feeling better than I would have otherwise. But let's see what we got in chat before I wrap this up. We don't have a lot of comments just because it's very late at night, so understandable. Agent Smith saying glad they finally solved the scoring hex on Schmid. Schmid's Creek, potentially important for game seven if he's in goal. Yep, 1,000%. But at the same time, it's kind of obvious what they needed to do. They just, for whatever reason, didn't do it. But yeah, I mean, as long as they figured out a way and they carried into game seven, we're in business. I'm still not completely convinced. Still nervous about game seven. You and I both. There's definitely things that they need to be better with going into game seven. But again, you got to be feeling better than you were just 24 hours ago, even prior to puck drop. You got to be feeling better than where you were feeling before. So, yeah. And like Mario said, they can play when they want to. Yeah. They have momentum now going into game seven. They need to play their best hockey. And if the Rangers want to score 5 goals again, since it seems like they have to score 5 goals to win, by all means do it. But I wouldn't mind either if they score just a few goals and play some tight defense to win the game, and then we're on our way to Raleigh. So let's just hope. Let's just hope they cannot give up a goal in the first 2 minutes on Monday. Yes, yes. I think the key is going to be for them to get to an early lead. I know that's a little weird considering New Jersey got to the lead early, and in this one, and it didn't matter, but I still think that it would be nice for the Rangers to find a way to get on the board first on Monday night. But 8 o'clock Monday, we'll be back at it. We'll have a post game recap, and it will not be this late. It will be longer. Win or lose, we will be there. Sorry for keeping this short, like I said, because of the fact that it's late and I am very tired. I want to go to bed, get some rest, and like I said, I'll be back at it again on Monday. Remember to leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live next. And I'll see you in the next one. Let's go, Rangers.